Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today. This is Peter Ta, and I'm coming back to continue to talk about how to become an effective mentor. We started this series the last time, and we've highlighted some key points that can help us really become good at mentoring others. Life is really about giving back to others in your community, in your society. And so when you are giving back, sometimes it can be in form of mentorship. So we are taking this time out to just x-ray and kind of examine some of the great things or steps that we can take to become effective at mentoring others and helping them to become successful. And already in our last session, we talked about a few things, and I just want to go back to recapitulate. We talked about the fact that when you come into those mentoring sessions, you should ask questions. That was a key point we highlighted. Secondly, share ideas. You should come with preconceived ideas and prepare your sessions and bring something to the table and share with your mentee. And also thirdly, we said that you should be able to tell stories as they are effective in helping your mentee to connect the dots and be able to learn from those stories and be inspired by the stories you tell. And lastly, in our session, we talked about the fact that you should be able to go deeper, challenge the assumptions that your mentee may have, and help them to see things differently and to be able to approach situations differently and be able to just know that they might be wrong as well. We're not always right, and we said you should do so with love and not making them feel worthless. In today's session, we want to go straight and continue to talk about these steps we can take to become effective mentors. Step number 5 in our series is that you should listen with compassion. Sometimes the mentee comes to the session with life stories that can be very touching, so we should be able to listen and affirm what they're saying and just let them know that you're there for them. Nothing is as important as listening to someone who maybe is going through distress. I know like some mentoring sessions have resulted in someone just crying because they're offloading something that has been heavy, that has been deep down in their spirits and that they've been struggling with. So be there to listen. So listen effectively and show compassion in those sessions. And that doesn't mean that as a mentor, you should just go on and on listening to your mentee speak. You should have a way to come in and moderate things. And really an effective listener knows when to come in and when to contribute or when to take over the discussion and when to offer direction. So be open to listen, but also be ready to step in and moderate things and be in control of those sessions, so to say. Listen to advise, listen to be able to improve on the life of the person, because when you listen effectively and with compassion, you would find a way to advise without coming across as being condescending, without waiving some of those truths that the person might be telling. They might be saying something that is very, very dear to them. Make sure that you can acknowledge that. So it is very important. Someone's going to be able to learn from you if they know that you care. It doesn't matter how much you know, until people know that you care. That doesn't really mean anything. So make sure you're showing them that you care and that whatever they're saying, you appreciate that they can share that with you. It is very important. And again, when you listen with compassion, to make things even more effective, make sure you can ask follow-up questions. That's again a way to show that you are following through with what they're saying. The goal here is to gather as much information as possible so you can be able to help. You cannot be able to effectively mentor someone until you know that person. And the way to know the person is to listen to them with compassion. When you listen with compassion, someone is going to feel really free to open up and to share some truths and deeper things that lie in the depth of their spirits with you. And that will be helpful for your sessions even down the road. And now let's move on to talk about the next step in becoming an effective mentor, which is, of course, is point number 6, is that you should be able to offer encouragement. Be willing to encourage your mentee. Usually a mentee is coming to you because you have walked that road they're still about to embark on, and they want to be able to learn from your experience. So when they share their struggles with you, offer them encouragement. It is going to be very helpful. Just listening with compassion and asking questions, but you are offering them timely encouragement so they can stay motivated and so they can be able to stay engaged. So it is very important that you sometimes think ahead of time, be able to think what scenarios might take place in the sessions, and be willing and able to offer effective encouragement to your mentee. And when you're offering encouragement to your mentee, you're actually just creating an environment where they can build a strong relationship with you and be able to ask questions and share ideas, and really just be open with you. And the more open someone is, the more they're going to be able to learn from your sessions. If they come and are not open because of your inability to offer encouragement, that's not going to be helpful, and that's going to impede the process of mentoring that person. So make sure that you are open enough and that you are not limiting yourself. Sometimes look beyond even your own past experiences, and have a bigger picture at mind. What other people might have gone through should also guide your discussions, not just your own experiences, but share and incorporate the experiences of other people in your mentoring sessions. This is very important, as it gives the opportunity for you and your mentee to explore a wide variety and a wide range of issues, and so that you can be able to draw life lessons from these issues. And when we talk about offering encouragement, sometimes I look at it from the point of view that you are trying to help your mentee sometimes push through a difficult situation. You're cheering them on, and you are applauding them where necessary, without coming across as a cheerleader, but you want to, as much as possible, encourage them, applaud them, and cheer them on, and let them know that they can make it. In your mentoring sessions, there are times that you have to become a motivational speaker by motivating them and finding the right words to encourage them and cause them to stay active. So that is very important. So let's move on to talk about the last thing in our series, which is point number 6, how to become an effective mentor. Is that you have to make introductions. You have to make introductions. These are very important and must not be missed. What I really mean by making introductions here is that you should be willing and happy to introduce your mentee to people in your network, people who might be able to contribute in teaching them and helping them to succeed. There might be something that someone in your network or circle of friends is really good at. You should be able to find a way to make a connection between your mentee and that person where necessary or where possible. This is very important, as it sets the stage for networking, which I've often encouraged. So your mentee would have an opportunity to hear fresh ideas and different perspectives, and be able to learn from someone else. I know there are a lot of people who want to monopolize that mentoring process, and they want to feel like I am the one who mentored this person, and they don't want any other person to take credit for what has been done. I understand that. So it is absolutely necessary that you don't muscle them in terms of who they can associate with or who they can interact with and network with, but give them that opportunity to be able to experience what it means to have a network. It's important sometimes where they can step out of your routine of sitting together face to face and experience a new phase that can really be transformational. And one thing about introducing them to your networks is that don't feel obliged. And I think that it is important to seek their permission if they really want to meet someone before you go ahead and introduce them. It can be embarrassing if your mentee is coming to the session and just realizes that it is someone else who's coming to talk to them. So make sure that there is informed consent from your mentee before you can introduce them to other people. It is very important. Some people might not want to associate with others. It is okay. So don't force that. And where necessary, as we've discussed, make sure that you're allowing for those real connections and networks to happen, and so that your mentee can be able to tap into those networks and to grow and form their own networks as well. That being said, it is here we come to the end of our discussion and series on how to become an effective mentor. And thank you so much for sticking around and for sharing and for subscribing to our channel. May God bless you.